Well, we're finally here on the final day of week one. It's a Sunday run. Here with me is Jenny, and my name is Contra. We'll be bringing you a lot of PUBG Mobile action here in the PUBG Mobile Pro League MYSGPH 2022.
So maybe this time Keith's prediction could come true.
Well, I really do hope so, and I definitely would favor Axis Rate 1 as well when it comes down to Sound on Cloud. So I do have a mutual agreement with that. Here we go. First game of the day. It's going to be inside of the island of Sanhok. And we'll be taking this flight path all the way from the northern section all the way to the south. Well, actually the other way around, from the south side all the way to the north.
Yep.
Both Genexus as well as MAB Esports clashing at minute 1, and it's Snappy that gets the turnaround from Maki. And MAB beyond with pursuit, View with the DBS. Bring 1 pointer back. Tree versus tree is where we're at. Well, Maki, he gets picked up by Longsker.
Ooh, the Nexus starting up with the fire, even though they are the ones who...
And eventually they will have to settle the score if there's all alone who comes in with a shotgun. But he's only going to be able to do so much. Longsker will finish off the final member of MAB Esports. Well, we have another fight inside the Paradise Resort. Smallboy comes in for the rush. Takes down to Team SMG. They're battered and bruised. Well, they're still Onyx as well as Jenny that will try to last it out. Right now pushing forward, challenging Onyx, boy. He does have the shotgun, and he'll be able to land another blow.
Ow.
He's too low at Team SMG. They will crash and burn. Wait.
They can use the bridge, but I don't know why. Sam9 probably have smell. Oh, you know what? They have seen. A scooter coming down. Oh my god, Iris, you gotta be careful. You've been spotted. That's getting the first shot for the first almighty teammate. But bro, there's Jerome right behind. Be careful.
That's a really sloppy move. I think he's already heard those gunshots and he's still running towards that direction, and he wasn't really wary of the surrounding.
Yeah.
And this is what I've been remind themselves. A little bit of the extra, but they won't be able to get much first aid kits as it's already fully looted much earlier than that. While we take a look at the middle section, we have plenty of teams planning themselves into some pretty prime location. I like the way that RG is currently playing, where they're going to be having a perfect POV against Dingoes, and perhaps even Team Secret if later they join into the fight. Now they do have the circle with them as well. Sam9's going to be spotting out members of Almighty hiding behind the warehouse. There's no escaping this wrath of Sam9. They're going to be pushing forward while Virgil tries to hold towards the back of the wall. Here comes the push, but Death, he gets brought down, whiffs a couple of shots from his Vector, and Stone tries to go in with the recovery. He needs to get another nade true if he really wants to secure those points.
That's really good cover from Sam9, by the way. They were baiting Deb to come across in front first, and then they had somebody flanking out already. Man Parang did a good cover also, surprising Virgil, even though he managed to get one knockout. Now it's all up to Jerome, even though both of them have the same idea of flanking out. But I think Sam9's meta is working for now, because right now Jerome, he's the only man alive. He don't really have to cover fire, and it's, you know, they have spotted the guy.
Yeah, and there's not too much that Almighty can do. They need to either cross the bridge, and even if they do that, there's going to be Putra that's going to be loitering around. That will go in for the push, but Putra will finish the job before he even reaches. So, get going for Sam9. They secure all the 4 points that's necessary, but we have another fight here. Geekfam and Homeboys.
Ooh, we went to the Fantasy Island, but yes, we can see a close counter comeback here. CQC's coming into play. Molotovs being thrown, so as other throwables. QB not really connecting the dots. Cyan Pro is still moving left and right. Homeboys is probably just doing the same thing. I'm not so sure why they are not pushing, because this is relatively an easy place to flank out and open up. But I think GeekFam has tricks up the sleeves. But right now, Iron Pro is falling back, going to seek for some shelter. And GeekFam is still not pushing it out yet.
Yeah, it's a better move overall because that's where the circle is much closer within their grasp. While playing outside in the open, you could easily get their party as well. While Aploy, he gets tagged. Same goes to the other corner where we see Adips getting refragged by Psycho. Going for a quick recovery. A 2-2 split comes in for Bosker. That has alerted Naoki on the other end. Clutch Got to play this one slowly. They're just by the edge of the circle. And that's also the same place that they are being pinned down. Amiga as well as Insomnius, they are getting flanked from above. Farm Legends launching an attack, and they will secure that one pointer.
I see a third party play here. Farang Legend on the other side. Dingos is the one that is opening the fire to make EVOS come out to play. But right now, we are having to see Farang Legend, and I'm sure they have also been. Dingos have been alerted knowing that there is a third party somewhere. So
They're
overpicking,
sandwiched.
you shouldn't be doing it. Hopefully, Farang Legend knows better that. Yeah, I mean, they heard the gunshots before this, so they know there's more than one team here.
Yeah, and it definitely feels bad to be in EVOS' position as they are currently sandwiched in between not only two teams, make it four. Look at that. You have R2K as well as Genexus. So they will sit tight and hopefully get the circle for the next update. And unfortunately, that's not going to be happening anytime soon because they will eventually need to move out of those shacks. Geek Fam now with a really good POV to take on Homeboys, Genexus, as well as RSG. So all they have to do is to look at the back as Axis is slowly approaching.
But I would be happy if I'm Sam9 right now because they don't really have any much teams to clear up. They can roam around boot camp and then they can come in freely while other teams, you see, Homeboys right now, their attention is towards Kick. They're not even watching their back. So Sam9 can come in nicely to kill the to steal the kills or elimination points from the back. When Side9 comes in clean, you know. And right now, CLC, they have to return the fire. They tried to take one down, but it's not successful. But honestly, I think the most advantage right now is still Team Bosco because Clutch Gorilla, in order for you to go up, you have to pass by Team Bosco unless they are going to crash in together nicely. I think it would be a possibility.
Yeah, possibilities from all corners. While Clutch Gorilla, they could still sneak from the back though. This is going to be worrisome for Bosker, as they have to watch from all corners, but they have already spotted those smokes much early on. The exchange will happen. Far on Legend, they really want to take the fight against Evil's VIP. Razor is already prepared with the DBS in hand. He unleashes one shot, and he's currently inside of the smallest room possible. There's not too much that they could possibly go in with, but he's only having a little bit of room by the corner of the wall. Samsy's on the other end, and Evil's VIP, they're only level 1 member and make it none. My goodness, Farong showing up strong, and Evil's VIP has only gotten 1 point.
But Farang got to be very careful because Dingos is keeping quiet and that is their usual strats and that's what usually they would do. They would probably have seen it all and they're just keeping quiet and waiting to attack Farang Legend as they come up. But this particular fight, Clutch Gorilla struggling to go into the circle, similarly to Team Boss 2. They got to finish, but the first already gotten down, which is Jimmy, but the return fire coming back from Arifs and IGL with full of fracking power. He's go down next. Funky is to be the man to go and cover the fight for their teammates right now. He has to do something because this is the time where they're doing revival, but Funky not getting the orders to go.
It's the going gets rough, but the tough gets going. While we will have the rest of the team here by the corner of the hill, still waiting to launch an attack. 12 teams still left within the fields of Sadok, but we have Harm advancing into the other region. While we take a look at this, Team Secret, they're taking it slow. They're already tanking the blue zone. Some of these members, they don't really have first aid kits. Matoy, you can see from his stash, he's only got gears with him, while Kid is also slowly bleeding out. That's not really the way that we really want to go, but Bosker, they have made the attempt to flush out the rest of Clutch. I think that they took too long. Shinzi will have to play the healing game while Matoy gets taken out.
Yep, like I said, Team Bosco had the most advantage when it comes to the query bit that we see the positioning of the players. So Shinzi will be the last person, but now Farang Legend getting backstabbed by Team Secret. The entire team goes down. Not yet. 3 people still alive. Adik Luke, the main fragger, it's out. But there you go. Dingos, third party. The ones that is supposed to anticipate Farang's arrival already have returned the fire because Team Secret just coming into the circle and saying hello to everybody, but Dingos still intact format.
Yeah, they've been covering this region for the longest of time. Now they're just going to quickly go for those loots and proceed forward. Axis Red One will go toe-to-toe with Geek Fam. Up close and personal, Health is going to be able to take one more down. Lone Skur, after leaving boot camp, they didn't manage to get all too much. Far Legends with 5 dominating points, while Luyu goes in for another refrag, takes down 2 to Nexus. They are trying to heal up. Baby Q tries to steal it all away, but there's not too much time left. Dingo's got to make a move. Sam9 as well as RSG, they'll keep them at bay as well. Luyu secures those points as they will have 5 for their own. Small boy trying to make a little bit of run for his life. He swerves all the way back. Kiddo has only got 2 first aids. Isaac's gonna be tagged up. Geek Fab, they are slowly but surely securing the entirety of the lower end of the sector, while R2K, they're the next one to bow out.
Just nicely, as you speak about that, but Dingos is the kingmaker this time. I did say about how they are going to anticipate people, and this is how exactly they are doing it. They are waiting, they've seen each other already,
Homeboys.
but they're holding on. Right now, Homeboys is coming into Geek Fam, and Geek Fam is waiting for the arrival. The Homeboys have been doing the same stunt, the same people have been meeting one another. Snipes, waiting one by one, but again, Dingos.
Man, Dingoes is so sharp as ever, and they will get themselves the 5-pointers out there as well. Homeboys, though, they're doing a lot of work. Geek Fam is only left with Dapper all alone, hiding inside the smoke. Homeboys, they're tagging each other up, while Tam gets sniped from afar. It's going to be Sane that will get the frag onto Tricks instead. Now, right down below, it's only going to be Sane left for Geek Fam, and he goes in for a drop shot. He does clear up the rest of Homeboys. What a turn of a round, and I thought that Geek Fam would have been the gunner right there and then, but Zen9, they might be able to finish what Homeboys couldn't accomplish, as we still have 8 more teams left. Baby Kim finally gets spotted out by Stone from below, while Luyu takes the M249. Final member of the Nexus bows out. 7 teams left as we continue on with the pursuit. This is going to be challenging for every player out there. Sane already by the corner of the blue, and they really have to just snug in for that top 3 position. Dingoes spots out Zane, and he's going to be a gunner. There's no way that he could possibly survive out of that. Geek Fam will be out.
Yeah, Geek Fam was assisted, or in a way, not assisted, but the ones that was disturbing Geek Fam was actually Sam9. So in a way, helping out Dingos, helping out RSG. So Geek Fam, there's no chance for them to leave because they was sandwiched in the middle. Now RSG, the only person alive, which is Luke, Dap, and Stone. Today they are looking like feisty as ever. They are returning the fire, even though Sue is still alive. Like I said, they came into boot camp without any interference. That's the reason why they can come in easily without anybody in front. So here we go. We only have 6 teams. If you're wondering where is the rest, they are playing the healing game. So the ones that is near the circle is actually Dingos the Kingmaker, Sam9 who got an easy entrance, only with RSG left.
RSG is in a really tight spot. Look at the circle, it does not favor either side of the team. While all they have to do is to skirmish until they get themselves that advantage. RSG, they got taken out by the blue zone. None of the players get the point, but my goodness, 1 Molotov is all it takes for Ricky to secure both of the points. And they are the only team remaining that's going to be here. Kachang Susu is still playing the healing game, while we do have Oleo doing exactly the same. And it's time for a little bit of a dance,
Yes.
as we are celebrating the chicken dinner for Dingos eventually.
Yeah, and Farang Legend will finally get number 2. The team that is actually beside Kachang Susu's team, always getting into the healing games, is actually Farang Legend. Today they are showing that they are back. Kachang Susu will go down first. After that we get Oleo, who had like I think about 10 first aids right now. And of course Dingos, the Kingmakers.
I wonder if he could still make it into the zone though. Oleo has 10 packs, so it will take a little bit of time before he gets there, as we can slowly see him approaching towards the corner. Remember that legendary round in PMGC where iShots managed to get the chicken dinner from the outskirts? Yeah, this could be possible as well. so long as Dingoes is out in the open and
Oh, he
Leo
just got 8
walks
more.
in. Yeah, and
No, I mean,
yeah,
Kacang
he
Susu.
found the loot on the ground, so it's great news for Axis Red One. So Kachang definitely being the ultimate survivor. Man, he's aiming for that $700, I'm telling you this.
Wonderful job, Kacang Susu. He was nearly eliminated earlier, and then he found that loot box who had like
But
7
Leo's
more.
coming in though.
Uh,
Can he make it in time?
Nah, I don't think so. It's quite
It's
far.
pretty far
It's actually
now.
about 100 meters. So,
Yeah.
nah. We know who's the... Axis Red 1 will be number 2. Looking at the first 8. Ta-da. There you go.
All right, the match is concluded, and of course, we celebrate the victory of Dingoes Esports. They've got accumulatively 9 points apiece, and of course, this is their chicken dinner to take. Let's send it over to the highlights for the recap, and we'll hit it back to Keith.
And how from the get-go, right? But before we go on further, do take your time to go over to socials and wish PUBG Mobile a very happy anniversary. And here it is today, the first winner chicken dinner going to the side of Dingoes with 9 eliminations for their name with 15 chicken dinner points here, bringing their total points up to a total of 24. Meanwhile, coming in second and close through the healing game, here we've got 5 eliminations and the 10 ranked points with a total of 15 points. That would be Olayo, who actually got 3rd place but rose above the team that had the 2nd place, that is Axis, since they did not get themselves a single elimination, you can see here, but they did get a 12-point solid just by tanking through the entire blue zone. And of course, like what one of the casters mentioned, Hey Noob is one of those person who's always been doing this strat since day 1. Meanwhile, Sem9 gets MVP, which is an odd one out. 4 eliminations, 616 damage, 54% team contribution by the guy named Stone. I believe he is a new player within the league as well, or within the MY competitive scene. 170 meters longest elimination distance. Why, I was a bit surprised that he showed up as MVP, because one of those teams who actually decided to play it slow and had a hard time actually finding their way into the circle was Sem9, and I'll show you in just about a bit. Dingoes now currently solidify their lead here at the #1 spot, increasing further that disparity now in a much more comfortable position. I believe it's about 30 points different now, so that is a game and a half more than the 2nd place, that is Team Bosco. At 169, still very doable. 3 chicken dinners each here, only shying out by the total of consistency that was pulled off from these teams. R2K still within the area at 166. Homeboys maintains at 160. Meanwhile, 2nd draft, no changes from 11 to 13, so Team Secret will not be seeing the upper, or should I say page #1, right? Sem9 as well, no shifts with the points that they've accumulated in that game #1. Farang does go up into 14th place, while RSG make way for them, going down to 15. And well, Team SMG, Almighty, and Genexus now together with KHI Esports and MAB occupies the bottom 5 position. Obviously, some of these teams didn't get the